What up, world? It's your boy Chuck Wick, ill, aka Charles Brown, back again with another Talking Facts. But first, I want to ask you, are you good? Good. All right, man. The rapper Nasir Jones. Want to talk about him real quick. Talking facts, you know what we do. Nasir Jones, they was asking him about, you know what they do. I don't know if it's to pit young against old or what they trying to do, but they always asking, right? Older rappers about younger rappers, and I gotta kind of say it is to kind of get a shock value response or a clickbait headline, because it ain't that many reasons to keep asking older established veterans how you feel about the younger kids, how you feel about the youth, anybody out there that's give you any type of paranoia about your job, your career. It's they digging, right? And to me, it's getting kind of corny. Like, we trying to heal this shit. Like, we trying to heal this where, all right, man, we get it that the younger generation feeling away about the older cats and vice versa. Older cats always knocking them and saying, the music is garbage. Like, it's just constant. It's almost like dudes ain't even trying to hear these young cats right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's always like, this new generation's trash. Instead of just listening to some of it is garbage. But we had garbage too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they putting the whole thing on a pedestal from back in the day, and they putting this whole one in the trash. And it's a stereotype they're trying to perpetuate. So when they go to Nas and they ask him, anybody about the young, how many times do you think they asked Nas in the last 10 years, is there any young rappers that he could co-sign, or, you know what I'm saying? He signs people. He signed Dave East. He has a record label. So, of course, it's somebody out there that he's feeling. But they not going to tell you that. They just want to be, Nas, how you feel about blah, 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 just to get some clickbait. So they asked Nas, basically, anybody out there, that you feeling. I don't even remember the exact question. It just basically was like, what young artists out there that you watching for, you checking for, blah, blah. So Nas goes, basically, there's a couple, I'm paraphrasing, there's a couple cats out here, but ain't nobody keeping me up at night, right? So that becomes the headline. And, I don't know, who took it, whatever kind of way they took it, but I just want to talk about it because I know somebody out there going to perpetuate this and be like, see, that's what I'm talking about. These old heads don't respect nobody. And there's some young dude out there writing his rap right now. You know what I'm saying? He mad. He feel away. And it ain't even about that. You got to understand, this man been doing this for 30 years now at this point? Why would somebody young be keeping him up? That would mean he insecure in his own space. That would mean he insecure in what he does. And he did go on to say, I'm going to be honest, he did say they'll have a cool song, but he won't listen to it next week. That's his opinion. If that's how he feel, that's how he feel. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of people will take what he's saying as arrogance, or they'll take it like as disrespectful to the younger generation. And I don't feel that that's what that is. I feel like he's asked a question, he answered it honestly, and then he went on and said there's some people that he's checking for, trying to clean it up because he realized what happened. He realized what he said. But I just want to say that basically when you're looking at these, when they ask these artists these questions, right, their whole agenda is to cause division. And at some point, we have to start putting this together where it ain't just so divided where it's young versus old and hip-hop versus rap and all this. Like, it don't got to be so divided. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Nas has every right to say nobody keeps him up at night. Who would Nas be worried about at this point? Nas in his 40s. Nas has done everything you need to do. Nas been doing this since the 90s, not 80s. You know what I'm saying? Early 90s, late 80s, Nas was popping, like doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Even though he ain't dropped till 94, Nas is already being heard of, right? So I say all that to say, if you feeling the way that Nas said ain't nobody up at night, and you start naming all these rappers, well, what about da-da-da-da-da? What about YBN? What about this? You missing the point. It's not Nas saying that because it ain't about them. Nas saying it on the strength of how you feel about his own self. And I feel like any old head or not even old head for lack of a better word, But any elder statesman that's going around feeling a way about a young rapper, you really ain't content in what you doing yourself, and you really ain't made nothing. You really ain't made a name for yourself in the business. If you're going around like knocking dudes or feeling like, oh man, I can't, I gotta get at this guy or that guy, like that's silly. You're goofy at this point, because you should be embracing that. You should be putting these dudes under your wing and starting to try to build something positive with them. Instead of sitting back trying to how you can destroy them or take them out. Like it's goofy to me. So yes, in if you look at it from the flip side, when they say, "Yo, Nas, who you feeling?" He say, "Well, it's only a couple cats, but I ain't really tripping like that." He's saying, "Man, I'm checking for me. I'm checking for what I'm checking for. It ain't about the young kids. It ain't about this guy, that guy. I already made my legacy. It ain't about putting nobody up or putting nobody down. I'm just saying, you asked me a question and I gave you an answer. Ain't nobody, I'm not looking over my shoulder. I'm not leery of nobody. I'm not worried about Kendrick or nobody. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not a thing where it's disrespectful. And I need y'all to understand that. So all I wanted to say with this thing, man, Nas, keep doing your thing. And when y'all hear comments like that, put it in full perspective of what it's about. It's an older statesman that has been there and done that. There is no reason he should be saying, "Oh man, this dude right here, he got me on my toes. You know, I'm on my P's and Q's when this dude's, you know, that's not, that don't even sound right." All right, so let me know what y'all think in the comments or whatever, or hit me on social media, follow, tweet at me, all that good stuff like that. Subscribe, like, CLBMG, we got merch on there, a couple other things going on. Let me know what y'all think, man. I'm hollering at y'all on the flip side. Peace.